Let's talk about self-sabotage, why you block your own success, and how to break the pattern. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth, which is this: you don't fear failure, you fear what success will demand from you. You're not actually afraid of failure. You're afraid of what if I do succeed, and then there's a lot of demand from me, there's a lot of expectation from me, people's expectations from me will increase. That is what you fear. How will I fulfill all of that? Self sabotage isn't a problem, it's a protection strategy. It protects you to be who you are, to continue to be who you are, so that you don't have to face a lot of change. You're not broken, you are protecting an identity that doesn't match the life you say you want. You're not broken, you are protecting an identity that doesn't match the life you say you want. You want it, but your identity just doesn't match that yet. And then because you're not able to take action, you feel that you're broken, you feel things are not working out. But there is a way, and we'll talk about that. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly why you self sabotage yourself, and how to break that pattern gently without force. This is very important. If we are always trying to force things, that is the main mistake. Okay? Even when you are trying to do misaligned work, that's where you need to force. So let's create alignment with your identity. Let's understand what is self-sabotage, what it really is. It's not laziness, and it is not your enemy. This is what I want you to know first. It is protection. It's your nervous system saying, this success does not feel safe yet. Because your identity doesn't match the success, it feels unsafe to your mind, to your nervous system. And then it keeps you in fear, and it keeps telling you this, that I need to protect this because I'm not ready. That's why you procrastinate. You delay things. You know what to do, but you don't do it. That's why you overthink. All of these are ways for your nervous system to make you to stop taking action, to make you to stop moving forward. That's why you see start stop cycles. You start and you stop. You start and you stop. You start and you stop. And it becomes a pattern. It becomes a cycle. And sometimes you are doing everything except the one thing that really matters. You know what is the most important thing you need to do? What's your top priority? And you are probably doing everything else, but not that one thing. Now that you have an understanding of what it is, let's understand where it comes from. What is the root cause? It comes because one part of you wants growth, another part wants safety. Your conscious mind is looking for growth, your subconscious mind wants safety. This happens when success threatens who you believe you are. When your desired identity is something like successful, visible, disciplined, wealthy, but your current identity is safe, unseen, not judged, and comfortable. The constant inner conflict then results in inner paralysis. And then you just stop dead in your tracks. And it could not exist if you knew what you want, you had the clarity, you believe that you can do it, you had the confidence, and your identity supports daily action. You had the discipline built in. So, this is the root cause of self sabotage. And this is how mostly you are trying to solve the problem. You are trying to solve it with willpower and forced discipline. But both of them will always fail because you can force yourself for a week or maybe for a month, but you can't keep doing that forever. When your identity is, I am not consistent, I'm not that disciplined, I always fall back, you act like that person. Your identity will always win the battle. Instead, Start asking yourselves, who am I becoming? And just observe what that answer is. Just work towards it. Think about it. You cannot bully yourself into becoming your future self. You've tried it many times and you've seen what happens. Doesn't work, right? So stop using willpower and forced discipline to get what you want. Instead, understand the three hidden patterns which will help you really overcome self-sabotage. First one is fear of judgment. You like to stay invisible to avoid opinions because once you become visible, once you become successful, people are going to have an opinion about you. Some may speak in your favor, some may not. I'll tell you this, I've personally experienced, like when I started running my meta ads, there are a few people who occasionally come up and say, you need jaw realignment, or you need to work on your voice. There are all of these people that are filled with that need to mock someone in order to feel safe. That's their identity. But if you're going to let them stop you from becoming who you are or who you want to be, then it's going to stop you. As simple as that. Even when I'm creating these videos, some people come and type in amazing comments like, this video really shifted me. Thank you so much for uploading this. And then some people are, I mean, they call me different names. Someone recently on my recent video said, Gautam Gambhir, do it from your own account. Now, there are all these people. But are you going to let that fear of judgment stop you? Then there's fear of responsibility, because the minute you become successful, all of these excuses that you keep giving and the low expectations that have been set with you, all of that is going to change. And then you are going to have to prove that you are successful over and over again. And then you feel the expectations will be so much. What if I'm not able to continue at that level? It's worse to be successful and then to fall than to not be successful. This is how your brain is thinking. That's not true. Okay. And the last one is fear of losing your current identity. This may come as a surprise, or this may really, really hit you. Some of us have built that identity of a struggler, that I am a struggler. When success comes, what will happen to that identity? It will be shattered. And then you just don't know how to live without that identity, because you've been living with it all your life. Understand the three patterns and then learn how to break them. This is very important. First of all, notice it without shaming yourself. Stop being guilty. Stop guilting yourself. Stop shaming yourself. Stop calling yourselves names. It doesn't help. Ask, what is this behavior protecting me from? If I'm behaving a certain way and I don't want to behave that way, that behavior is coming out of some internal need of protection. Figure it out. What is this behavior protecting me from? Just like if you don't post videos, you are protecting yourself from opinions. You are protecting yourself from someone coming and shaming you, coming and talking trash about you. Align identity first. All of those micro actions, they come second. But first, you need to start thinking of yourselves as that person, as that identity who has already achieved it, who has already become who you are supposed to become. Start acting as the identity now, not when I become it. Some people say, I'll be happy when I get this, 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 this. Start being happy now. Happiness is not dependent on the things. Happiness is not dependent on your actions. It's a choice. So you start acting like that identity right now. Stop asking yourselves, how do I push myself more? Not many people are asking themselves, how do I push myself more? How do I get more done? They are missing the entire point. The point is not to do more. The point is to do the right work. Start asking, who is the person for whom this action is natural? If you want to do something, like if you want to go to the gym, who can you become for whom going to the gym will become natural instead of a struggle every day and an internal chaos? If you ask yourself the right questions, you will get the right answers. Okay. And start thinking about and write down this. I am someone who I am safe even when I succeed. I am someone who follows up calmly. Write down who do you want to be, not what you want, but who do you want to be. Behave like that person with your tiny actions. If you are someone who wants to be consistent, just show up. It doesn't matter what you do. I was doing reels and shorts for 5 months. I was not able to create long form videos yet, but I started showing up and I became so consistent at it that once that became an identity and I saw that I'm able to do it, then I brought up the next identity that now I go to the authority mode where I create long form videos and I go deeper and I help people on a deeper level. Now I know how to catch attention. Now I want to move to the next level where I give deep shifts through my videos itself. That's how you break the pattern. And finally, please understand this. It's always identity first, actions second, results third. The reason that you've been struggling is because you have always put results first. Based on what you want to achieve, you think about what actions do I need to take. And by God, you are not even thinking about who do I need to be to take these actions. Flip it, and your problems get solved. Identity first, action second. Your identity gets set first, then that identity behaves and acts, then those actions give you the results which are likely to follow. You don't need to push harder, you just need to realign who you think you are. When identity shifts, sabotage dissolves on its own. If you want to work deeper on your inner paralysis and identity alignment, watch my full training on my channel. The link will also be in the description below this video. And take the next step. If you want help, I'm there to help you. Thank you so much for watching this. Whatever was your biggest takeaway, put that in the comments. I would love to read them and I would love to understand what else is bothering you. If you want me to create content about some of your internal blocks, things that are blocking you from taking action, from being who you want to be, ask me in the comments and I'll create more videos on those. Thank you.